This is macOS Ken.
A growing number of Apple Express stores, a slightly bungled Apple One premiere, and the UK and Europe have several bones to pick with Apple. It's Tuesday, the 1st of December, 2020. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from macOS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Mint Mobile. Buy any 3-month plan and get 3 more months free at mintmobile.com/macOSken. This show is also sponsored by NordVPN. Online security starts with a click. You know what a VPN does. It gives you a secure, encrypted tunnel for your online traffic. So whether you're traveling or just on a network you're not sure is secure, you can surf privately. Now there's this other cool thing that VPNs do too. Let's say you're in the US and you want to access sites in the UK the way you would if you were in the UK. In the list of over 50 countries where NordVPN has servers, pick the UK, then visit the site you want to visit. It'll be like surfing from the Big Smoke, which is a nickname for London, which I know because, as far as the internet knows, I'm from the UK. Trying NordVPN servers both here and abroad, my access has been speedy and easy. But try it for yourself with their special Black Friday deal. Every purchase of a 2-year plan will get you 4 additional months free. Go to nordvpn.com/macosken and use the coupon macosken at checkout. NordVPN comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so take advantage of this deal. Get 4 additional months free with a 2-year plan. Just use the coupon macosken at nordvpn.com/macosken. And a big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring today's show. Apple is doing the holidays 2020 style. That does, of course, mean being there to serve while staying the heck away from the people it's serving. Nothing personal, strictly COVID. Michael Stieber at 9to5Mac says close to half the Apple stores in the States have transitioned to express storefront pickup. To give you an idea of how fast this has gone, before the iPhone 12 launch in October, Apple's senior VP of People and More People, Deirdre O'Brien, said Apple planned to have 50 stores worldwide converted to express pickup by the end of October. By the end of November, Stieber says 125 of the company's 270 stores in the States alone had made that move. But wait, there's more. Outside of the U.S., Stieber says express storefronts have replaced walk-in shopping at 15 of Apple's 20 stores in France, 9 in Italy, 8 in Spain, 2 in the Netherlands, and 1 in Switzerland. Nearly every Apple store in the UK is currently limited to click and collect pickup of online orders, and half a dozen locations in Canada offer a mix of express service and storefront pickup. If you're buying from Apple and you know what you want, it's probably best to shop online this season. It is worth remembering, as much as you might like Apple, you can get their gear from other places. I woke Monday to a message from NosillaCast's Allison Sheridan. It said, "I heard you mention that the black HomePod Mini is hard to get before Christmas, so I checked Best Buy, and it turns out it is easily available." This was accompanied by a screenshot of an order page that showed it should ship by the 16th of December. I emphasize should. Following her lead, here's what I found online. Best Buy says Space Gray HomePod Mini pickup is said to be available in 2 to 3 weeks. As I pointed out before, one ordered yesterday should ship by Wednesday, the 16th of December, according to the site. White should have pickup available in 9 days, and it should ship by Wednesday, the 9th of December. Target lists HomePod Mini as coming soon. Walmart does not list HomePod Mini at all. They do have HomePod listed, but it's listed as out of stock. Amazon does not list HomePod Mini, which is funny. B&H Photo might be your friend on this one. That site has pre-orders starting today, Tuesday, the 1st of December at 8 a.m. Eastern. No idea what availability will be like, though. Finally, if you're determined to order one from Apple, ordering a space gray HomePod Mini will see it at your place between the 30th of December and the 8th of January. Interestingly, white is currently harder to get. Order that today and it'll be in your hands between the 7th of January and the 15th. Now, I shared most of that with Allison, and she came back and said Best Buy now has free same-day delivery for some areas. So I guess keep hunting if you want instant gratification with a chance of no gratification at all. Otherwise, order now and fingers crossed. Or be patient. A weird bit of weirdness for Apple One subscribers on Monday. Mac Rumors ran a piece saying that a lot of people's subscriptions to Apple's various bundles had been canceled. According to the report, Apple One includes a 30-day free trial for any services that customers did not already subscribe to individually, and that trial period ended Monday for those who signed up for Apple One on its first day of availability. Following the end of the trial period, however, some customers were seeing their Apple One subscription listed as expired and or have been billed individually for services like Apple TV Plus and Apple Music that should be rolled into Apple One. Personally, I experienced a variation on that theme. In the middle of the night Monday, I got a notification from my Apple payment method letting me know that Apple had refunded me $29.95. When I checked my subscriptions, sure enough, I was no longer subscribed to Apple One Premiere. Funny thing though, while I was also not subscribed to Apple Music, Apple News Plus, or iCloud Storage, all of those services were still working for me. Rather than subscribing to Apple One again, I decided to wait it out and see what happened. Glad I did. I got charged the $29.95 while writing Tuesday's macosken. My subscriptions now include Apple One Premiere, with the next billing scheduled for the 30th of December. Can't wait to see what happens next. And now, let us go globetrotting, finding trouble for Apple in the UK and Europe. From Apple Insider, UK blames Apple and Amazon for tsunami of electronic waste. That's the headline. Here's the gist. Following a 9-month consultation, says the piece, the UK's Environmental Audit Committee, or EAC, has concluded that companies such as Apple should be required to be more responsible about electronic waste. Apple, which declined to contribute to the research, is accused of deliberately making its products so expensive to repair that consumers buy new devices instead. According to the EAC, tech companies such as Apple have been found to glue and solder together internal components, making any repair nearly impossible. The EAC found that consumers do not have control over their products they own, they cannot take components out to repair themselves, and they cannot access manuals on how issues can be fixed. Instead, the charges proposed for repair by Apple in particular can be so expensive it is more economical to replace the item completely. Standing in disagreement is Apple. In response, a company spokesperson said, "We are surprised and disappointed with the Environmental Audit Committee's report, which does not reflect any of Apple's efforts to conserve resources and protect the planet we all share. There are more options for customers to trade in, recycle, and get safe, quality repairs than ever before. In our latest Apple Watch, iPad, and iPhone lineup, all use recycled material across key components. We will continue to work with Parliament and the government to document Apple's industry-leading commitments and to support our common effort to leave a clean economy and a healthy planet for the next generation." Next stop, France, which has started collecting tax locally on international tech companies and seems annoyed that Apple doesn't want to, parlay? According to a piece from TechCrunch, France's economy minister Bruno Le Maire is among those who think tech companies are not taxed properly. They generate revenue in one country but report to tax authorities in another country. They take advantage of countries with low corporate tax to optimize the bottom line. The country had been waiting to see what an international committee would come up with as far as more equitable taxation, but that seems to have come to a standstill, and the hexagon has lost patience. It's set to assess a tax rate of 3% on revenue Apple and other big tech companies generate in France. President Trump had threatened some pretty serious retaliatory tariffs if France pulled the trigger. With just over a month in his administration, though, it remains to be seen what, if anything, he's likely to do. As for a willingness to chat, a piece from Apple Insider says Google, Microsoft, and Facebook have signed up to a new Tech for Good call, a French initiative that includes principles about taxation. Amazon has declined to collaborate, however, and Apple is reportedly still in discussions. The initiative is slated to work on taxation, privacy, combating hate crime online, and other such initiatives. According to the piece, companies agreed to contribute fairly to the taxes in countries where they operate, a presidential spokesperson said. They also agreed to block child sexual abuse material, terrorist or extreme violence of online contents, and to support the ecological transition. According to a presidential spokesperson, the goal is also to observe objectively those who decide to play ball and align their interest with individuals and societies, and those who stay out of this joint movement. I don't want to tell them how to run their country, but that sounds less like carrot and stick than stick and stick. I'm curious what the incentive is supposed to be. We'll close our time on the continent with an Apple claim that Italy says doesn't hold water. Cult of Mac says the Boots Competition Authority has fined Apple 10 million euros, or $12 million US, for allegedly misleading customers about just how water-resistant iPhones are. Apple says several models of iPhone can go in the drink for up to 30 minutes without sustaining damage, but Italy says that's only true for pure water used in a lab. Drop your phone in real-world water, and damage is more likely. Of course, Apple doesn't suggest you get your phone wet in any conditions, saying splash, water, and dust resistance are not permanent conditions, and resistance may decrease as a result of normal wear. Additionally, Apple doesn't cover liquid damage under its warranty, and that may be among the sticking points. The cult says that bit, claiming water resistance but not covering water damage under warranty, is one of the issues with which the Competition Authority takes issue. $12 million, though, not a huge issue for Apple. I'm pretty sure Apple made $12 million since I started this sentence. More news in a moment, but first a word from Mint Mobile, putting an amazing holiday deal under your tree or in your pocket, wherever you keep your phone. Right now, you can switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan and get another 3 months free. That is Mint Mobile's best offer of the year, just in time for the holidays. It's worth pointing out, all their deals are great. Each plan comes with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. I've been on Mint Mobile for a while now. Same phone I had before, same number, streaming video, music, podcasts. It's all the same. The only difference I see is in my payments. I am saving hundreds of dollars a year for service that's just as good as my old carrier. Of course, you want to make sure it's just as good for you. That's why Mint Mobile comes with a 7-day money-back guarantee. Make sure their coverage covers you and that you get the speed you need. If you're not completely satisfied, return it within 7 days for a full refund. With a deal this good, now is the perfect time to try Mint Mobile. for a limited time. Buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/macosken. That's mintmobile.com/macosken. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/macosken. And a big thanks to Mint Mobile for sponsoring today's show. News of an interesting hire by Apple. iDownload blog says the Cupertino company has hired former venture capitalist Josh Ellman to work on improving the App Store experience for both customers and developers. During his time at Greylock Partners, the piece says, Ellman helped guide a number of names you know, including TikTok and Discord. He also served as VP of Product for the stock trading platform Robinhood. While Apple seems to have said nothing officially about the hire, Ellman has. In a Twitter thread, Ellman said, I'm joining Apple to work on App Store and help customers discover the best apps for them. I'm really excited to get to build ways to help over 1 billion customers and millions of developers connect. No word on when Ellman officially starts the gig. Another new hire of a very different sort. Apple Insider says Gugu Mbatha-Raw is set to star in the series Surface for Apple TV+. Developed in partnership with Reese Witherspoon's Hello Sunshine, Surface is described as a psychological thriller. Kind of thin as descriptions go, but you get the idea. Mbatha-Raw has a number of roles under her belt. She's been seen in such films as The Cloverfield Paradox, A Wrinkle in Time, and Beauty and the Beast. Turns on TV include Lost in Austin, Doctor Who, and, hey, here's one you might have heard of, The Morning Show. She's also going to be in Loki, so that's pretty cool. No word on when Surface will surface for Apple TV+. And finally today, what's it been? 2 months? 4 months maybe since one of those ultra-rare working Apple I computers went up for auction? Don't look now. Cult of Mac says another one is going under the hammer, which could hurt its ability to work. According to the report, the Apple I, one of only a handful of computers thought to exist today, has been restored to an operational state. It comes in its original shipping box, making it an even less common specimen. Making it less common still, it is signed by Steve Wozniak. The machine, the box, the original manuals, and a few other documents are expected to go for about $400,000. Not bad if you already have enough houses. Other Apple ephemera is also up for bids. Run by RR Auctions, online bidding begins next Thursday, the 10th of December. The auction concludes on the 17th of December, just in time for the Happapa. Coming up in a few minutes, the MacCast's Adam Christensen and I talk over the new focus on the Mac thanks to the M1. Catch the show in a few minutes wherever you catch podcasts. Yesterday on macOS Ken Live, we were kicking around hardware as a service, plus the 15% App Store cut for 98% of developers, and chasing the elusive HomePod Mini. Catch a replay at youtube.com/KenRay, or subscribe to the audio podcast macOS Ken Live, wherever you subscribe to podcasts. Also going live again today, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern, youtube.com/KenRay. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by NordVPN. Sign up for a 2-year plan and get 4 more months free with offer code macOSKen at nordvpn.com/macosken. This show is also sponsored by Mint Mobile. Buy any 3-month plan to get 3 more months free at mintmobile.com/macosken. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.